We're back with another video on Sword Art Online. Today we're reviewing the non-elemental Kirito as well as all of the non-elemental characters, except the new ones that are out or have been out. And if you want to take them to level 120, I have 4 level 120s, and it took me a really long while to actually compete with some of the people with the new non-elemental. I didn't get it. I didn't get administrator, and I didn't get the other integrity, whatever is it, N Tokia, that guy. I didn't get him. I mean, if you got him, then obviously that's good, but I'm not gonna go to step 5 anymore. I'm done buying these freaking premium currency and just like whatever. But anyways, so if you didn't take any character up there with your moon crystals and you still have them, hopefully one day they release these reverting things that revert your your moon crystals, or revert your character back from level 120, because I mean, like right now some of these characters are useless if you take them to level 120. I mean, in the future maybe I'll make difference. Like when they first released Yu-Gi-Oh and Alice, right? I took Alice up there. I decided to take Alice compared to Yu-Gi-Oh, and at that point in time, it was good, right? Now it's not good anymore. So that, or for the previous event, it was not good. I don't know in the future event if it will be good, because these things, they could change it from left to right, right? And then once you go left, they change it to right, and then once you go right, they change it to left. But at this point in time, I think Kirito is a must-have enhanced mode, 120 character. You see, Yuna there. I don't think she's a good character to have anymore either. She was good, now isn't good. But another good character is actually Tisei. Now I didn't take Tisei up there because I wasn't planning to have a Yu-Gi-Oh team, right? And then she won't be able to active link with anybody. But in this event, you actually had to use Yu-Gi-Oh, and one of the reasons why is because Yu-Gi-Oh has this enhanced skill, right? This thing, you raises attack of all allies by 20%, but Administrator has an attack that raises all allies attack too, but I don't have her, so I was stuck with Yu-Gi-Oh. But another good thing about Tisei is that Tisei has the decrease enemies resistant, physical resistance by 20%. That's the same with Kirito. I did not notice it at first, but if you break with the character, it lowers physical resistance by 20% for one turn. So that's very beneficial. Also, once you go into enhanced mode, he does 62.5 damage. I mean, break. And then he has a super strong incarnate attack once you get him up there. So he's a really good character. He's a must-have character. Now, I don't know which character they're gonna release in the future, to be honest. If right now, if I had a choice, I would revert Alice, I would revert Yuna, and would revert Asuna. Now, what I would do is I would put 120 into Tisei, which is there, and then I would put 120 into this Asuna. Right? I was planning to revert the Yell Break Asuna, because I don't even need Yell Break anymore. Who the hell uses Yell Break anymore? I remember at the beginning of the game, I mean, Yell Break was so important. Now, if you have like 2 break characters, you're done, right? I mean, you could do break most of the stuff, unless that is unless, right? I mean, they come out with a boss where you're gonna yell. I mean, where in order to break them, you need like 300. Then you need Yell Break, right? But right now, you don't really need Yell Break. Most of them are like around 200 or 200. I mean, 150 or something like that. But once you do active link, that increases the break too. And then there's this Yu-Gi-Oh here that has a break, but I'm just saying, right? Right now that Asuna is kind of useless. Now, one of the things that never change is that you always need a yell charge character. And one of the great things about the older yell charge characters is they are able to you see that start the battle with 2.5 incarnate? That thing doesn't happen anymore with the new character. So the new older character have that, which is beneficial. And not just that, because Kirito needs Asuna to pair, right? Even though she doesn't have an active link character, she can still pair with Kirito. So I would take her up there. I would take Tisei up there. Tisei is not going to have an incarnate break character. I would probably then take the new N the new Integrity Knight, whatever it is, Entokia. Yeah, the new Integrity Knight up there. But then again, what if they release a new character in the next round? So I would just save the Moon Crystal, right? Um, right now for me, I have Alice up there, which I barely use anymore, and she doesn't make that much of a difference, to be honest. I mean, it was important to have a break character, but now she doesn't even break that well anymore. She's 52%. Even if you have the increase by 10%, doesn't make that much of a difference. And then Yuna, I liked her. She hits all. Her charge increase is based on the step. Also, the important thing is the recollection field +3, right? The previous event, I had it, but the thing is, here's the funny thing. If you do the incarnate, I mean, not the incarnate, the enhanced mode, that +1 here, and then if you yell break, that +1 here, right? And then I used Yu-Gi-Oh to increase the attack, that +1 there. So for that event, my team was completely, utterly worthless. I mean, in terms of like usage, even though I got number one, right, and it was a difficult task, but I think I should have went higher. I should have been able to do more. Being four level 120 and one level 110, I was like on par with everybody else with the new character. So it makes me feel like I upgraded the wrong thing. But one of the things I did do was upgrade Kirito, which is was my main attacker. I mean, he is so important that it's unbelievable. So be sure to have him. And I was thinking Tisei also. I didn't level her up, which was bad. But who knows? I mean, maybe the next non-elemental you will need Yell Break. I don't know. But if you don't have any character that is at level 120, I think Kirito is the first one you should start with, possibly. Or probably Asuna. Asuna's I didn't get her up there, but I found that it is very important to have her. I also found that in every ranking event, it's important to have the yell charge. There is no one that played without a yell charge, right? Because you could yell charge and you could heal. So this one increases resistance by 15% as well. So in a nutshell, I think Kirito is important to get up there. If you're thinking about the other characters, like I was saying, the only other one I would personally get up there is Asuna and then Tisei. Right now, looking at it from based on the previous event, I wouldn't get Alice, Yuna, or Asuna. But like I mean, the Yell Break Asuna because I don't know. I mean, it was really really hard for me to survive because they kept on hitting. They purposely made the enemy stronger a bit, so they kill your character in 2 hits, right? But luckily, I was able to survive it because we were level 120. We were over 10,000 HP. But like I was saying, I didn't use the yell charge that much. I mean, yell break, not yell charge. I used the yell charge a lot, but I didn't use the yell break that much. And I actually thought that Tisei would have been a better thing because every time she charges, look what happens. Decreases it decreases the enemy's resistance, and I was missing that. And of course, in this event, if you had Yuji up there, it would have been good too because you needed to use this to increase your allies' attack by 20%. So you have a decrease like the enemy by 20%, and then you increase your own attack by 20% as well. So that's like almost a 40% increase in attack. So, you know, that is only based on the previous event. If you ask me about the future event, who knows? I mean, maybe they're going to make it that you have to yell break. So I don't like looking at based on what I use, I think Kirito is a must because his break is 62.5 and he does the so break is 62.5, lowers physical resistance, and then, when you enhance mode, it increases recollection field. So he's a must-have character, right? I mean, Asuna, the yell charge Asuna is a must-have character. Everybody else is there. So if you have enough, right? If you have way like I don't know, if you're like rich and then you have like over amount of moon crystals, I would start with Kirito, Asuna, and then Tisei. Now the other characters I'm not too sure of. I would just personally wait until they have the new characters. Also, you might as well you might want to scrap Tisei if you got this guy or her because I don't even have them. I mean, I wasn't able to get them. So what can you do? But other than that, Kirito is all around like all about character. Very very good. Um, very good break character. Lowers physical resistance, recollection field. I would get him. If you're thinking about him versus the Yell Break, Asuna, Alice, or Yujiro or Yuna, then I would get him. Now the Yell Charge Asuna. This is the one where I use the most, but I'm always thinking they might release a new Asuna that can Yell Charge. They haven't yet, but I'm always thinking they might. But I've if it's 6 months went by and they haven't released one, I might as well just get her up there, and that's what I've done.